Worsening food market in Southeast Asia due to Ukraine war. Farmers have been hard at work pulling seized Russian tanks, artillery pieces, and crashed helicopters as the battle rages throughout Ukraine. With their new job comes the responsibility of cultivating a spring crop. Once again, the unlawful Russian incursion into one of the world's largest breadbaskets has been brought to light, with implications for food security across Asia and beyond. What's in it for the narrator? Ukraine exported 60 million tons of wheat in 2021, making it the third largest wheat exporter in the world. 1/17 of all exports were in this category. Ukraine was also the world's second biggest producer of barley, fourth largest producer of maize, and the world's largest manufacturer of sunflower oil. Global markets are dominated by Ukraine and Russia, both of which are key participants. However, they play a larger role in humanitarian crises and poor countries. Half of the grain acquired by the World Food Programme is Ukrainian. Wheat exports from Ukraine to Africa will total $2.9 billion in 2021. Wheat prices, already at record highs, have risen by 30% since the conflict started. Ukraine, like Russia, is a major grain and food supplier to Southeast Asia. Imports from Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand were $708 million in 2020, $92 million in 2020, and $131 million in 2020. Together, these three countries accounted for 23% of Ukraine's total 2020 imports. Indonesia and the Philippines, two of Southeast Asia's poorest countries in terms of food security, will bear the brunt of the impact. Wheat and other grains make about 75% of Indonesia's imports from Ukraine. Indonesia will import 3.07 million tons of Ukrainian wheat in 2021. Ukraine was the leading grain supplier to the most populated Southeast Asian country in 2020 and 2021. And wheat demand is rising in Indonesia and the Philippines. Cereal imports in the Philippines are expected to rise about 48% in 2021, according to the country's statistical office. A 5% rise in flour consumption was expected in Indonesia in 2002. Populations of nearby nations are also rising at the same time. Indonesia's population is expanding at 1.1% every year, whereas the Philippines' population is growing at 1.3%. There has never been enough food in both nations to keep up with population expansion. Inflationary pressures on food prices are a major concern for both administrations.